Chapter Haya, Hala Matrimony. Kalendavarian Teliver, when Enoch decide with a proud voice, would have met progress, and ever answered what shall be reward. Today is Friday and he wakened this years, so enjoyed because on Monday morning, or journey to 6 Sabbaths wall shall begin. It will help you rest, but that's up to you. The next evening as when Enoch was walking past the Nasgrop and heard argument, little man, you are the end to do nothing, and we shall you believing yes. When Enoch was stepped into the tent and asked the man, what is the difference between a man and a fowl? The man was fearful and hesitated. I'm sorry, but this is a kid, and I'm almost 3 times his age. When Enoch was smelled, what is your name? The man replied, I am Halia. Smiling, when Enoch said, then you will be almost with me age, but you have not answered me question. What is the difference between a man and a fowl? When Enoch looked at Daniel's crop, all said, I love you. Gaffer and Fincher came to differ, they said, my youngest warrior is 15 years old, and I have met him a leader of 7 men, much older than his. My friend Halia, heard pointing filthy man. I ever heard him say that Daniel is too young to know anything and we shall have believing him. So, I asked him what is the difference between a man and a fowl. Now you will show him, Gaffer and for Daniel will fate every enough methods, and he was dense wool let us crop. By the way, Ferrier no rose. Pelagian rested the fame over Chateau when in Icaro, and before they can say a word. When in it was said, everything will be right, many will respect him after this, and it must be done, trust in him for Sabbaths with us all, even our no friends. When in it could walk across the crowd and pointed to 2 lordy guys, yell, and you please join in. Alba called out the names of the men from Daniel's group as they came forward. They gathered in and said at the arena, and then called out the names of the men when in it picked, outland the four. Obi. Then called out Daniel, Daniel. Daniel walked up with confidence, Obi shot, faith. Daniel was humble, but he was also swift because of his age, and the first thing he did was take him with respect, then he knowledge their becoming a family ball. Calculating his speed and force, Daniel picked his right foot, forcing it to break. The deformed leg stood for long enough for Daniel to step on it, forcing the bone upward, to fell it out a painful yell as Daniel took the fall. Will was quickly approaching behind him. Then Daniel took off his cane and knocked Dorothy and fell both out. Surrounded by the rest, he grabbed a pair of knuckles. Oligi looked at Olsha, and they sucked her his inside, Bruce. Barcelli. Daniel smiled for a second and quickly started performing some technicals with knuckles. Halia slowly moved toward him, while he outwitted the toe. Grabbed him. However, Daniel hit what was hands with the knuckles. As he drew his hands back in pain, Daniel Randas kicked him in the rear, and he fell to the ground, knocked out cold. He did a double backflip each time, striking Halia. As Halia fell, so did the knuckles as Daniel faced Halia. Halia surrendered, I gave you up. Halia continued, I'm sorry, for misleading you, for you are a great warrior, and it would be honored to be taught by you. When Enoch was proud of Daniel, and Daniel saw it in his ease. When Enoch returned to Halia, Abooksigun can learn from an Indian anything, a fault and signals everything. Always, stay humble. Heaven turned to Daniel, hail you man, and do back with respect of you. Man. Daniel held him in, and they all left in peace. When Enoch went to his tent and wrought, when a fall becomes a man. So, they say, in world, Tindan Thalas said. Because he moved, and told a point. Changing me wise, slowly but surely. It's a time factor with heavy in mind. That slowly coming in place, yeah, and even him. Melitha comes close to many, but in Melitha catches with his close. Hand down from generation to generation, it's a mid game. Tough you will never reach the position, it's a sad game. Tough you will have never seen a person or person, they can say nothing. When you have been trying to fear. Yes, if as it really is, according to the ease of the man. So, you change it the best way you can. With peace and harmony. It sounds hard, but it's not. When you are a stranger in a land, you can change things. If you think in this wisdom. This is when a fall becomes a man. Early the following day, which was a Sunday, Alanos was at the camp. Everyone enjoyed me in Terran within 30 minutes for an exceptional day, and a great event disciplineless. It was when the speaking of our intercom system. Our friends and family members will be getting married today in a ceremony combining African, Native American, and European cultures. We invite all to come to 6th will finally get married. John, Wayne and Jess enter famous state Paul Night McIntyre look at life of peace in certainly instead of a training facility. Also had 3 tablets and 3 sourced printers doing all night making artificial weight in was in Hanfenwall over here now. One Ineku had put up tribal status and different ornaments representing pity and love. White, pink, and purple solid cloth wrapped over the season on to pet while leading to filter. Gracie and Murdy put the finishing touches in the traditional wedding attire for both Jonathan and Joey. Never Jonathan nor Joy, knew had they were done, and Becca's of with had been done. On, they had already told themselves that they would wait to act when Inek put on rhythm after training. Jonathan and Joseph were in tears as they were dragged out of curtains. Bolin was in attendance, and the Venmo was filled with a big smell. The ceremony began with some soft music from Class 8 jazz and reportists. Then Joe and Jonathan stood next to a bowl of water as they washed their hands. When Inek said, water is a symbol of purification and cleansing. Broded Ron had a ceremonial washing of hands to wash away festivals and memories of past loves. Then they played music with a combination of drums, rattlers, flutes, and whistles, followed by an interesting musical presentation by a group of men sitting around a already double-headed drum, singing in unison and drumming with sticks. Jay and Jonathan walked down toward Waninikaba. Waninikaba smiled at Jay and Jonathan as they took out his tablet. And began reading, Dearly beloved, will defer deliver in the sin of Sabbath, and in the faith of this company to join this man and this woman in whole matrimony. Honorably among all men, this is not to be entered into an adversarial level, but reverently, discreetly, adversely, and solemnly. And of this holy state, this it will present people come to be joined. If any person can so just cast with they may not be joined deliver, let them speak now or for the whole fear peace. When Inek passed and looked around. When Inek nodded the silence, as it continued, more radius the enough spent within heart, body, and mind. It is intended for their metal giant to help and comfort given to only in offering prosperity in adversity. But more importantly, it is a means for which a stable loving environment may be attained. For Marie, Jonathan and Jay committed to faith their disappointments, embrace their dreams, realize their hopes, and accept the cover's failures. Jonathan and Jay will promise on in offer to spiritual facilities for buffer loves to deliver from moral understanding, openness, and sensitivity to the offer. We are ready before Sabbath Beth's Marie of his most sacred wishes to witness the joining in union of Jonathan and Joy. This man and woman celebrate their loving commitment to each other on this occasion. And now, praying, Johnny to the very none of the holiest bonds. Who gives this woman in Marie to this man? Oji and his brothers and sisters said, we do. When Inek said, this is a beginning. And a continuation of their growth as individuals. With mutual care, respect, responsibility, and power becomes the formation of each lived happiness, growth, and freedom. With respect for individual boundaries comes the freedom to love unconditionally. Within the marginal safety of a loving relationship, that knowledge self-affordance and offer becomes the fertile soil for continued growth. Potential for full and happy lives comes with carrying responsibility towards self and another. We assert and fit our hereditary in John with fears by gathering all the wishes of happiness and our fondest hopes for Jonathan and Joe from all present her. This moments are meaningful to us all, for what greater feeling is for to feel that two human souls are united to strengthen each other in all labors, minister to each other in all sorrows, and share in all joys. This relationship stands for love, loyalty, honesty, trust, and most of all friendship. The forsaken love, they were friends, and the seed of friendship was their destiny. Do not think that you can direct the curse of love for love, if it finds you worthy, it's all direct you. Morality is an act of faith, personal commitment, and a moral and physical union between two people. We have described morality as the best and most important relationship between them. It is the construction of pure love and trust in a single growing unity of spiritual life. It is a moral commitment that requires and deserves daily attention. Marriage should be a lifelong consecration of filial love. Loving kindness, backed with will to make it last. When Enoch spoke in his native American tongue and interpreted it, saying, "Now you will feel no rain, for each of you will be shelter for fire. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be warmth to fire. Now, there will be no loneliness, for each of you will be a companion to fire. Now you are two persons, but there is only one life before you. May body surrender you both in the journey ahead, and for all years, may happiness be your companion in your days till for beloved long compared. This means that ye shall treat yourself and each other with respect and often remind yourself of what brought you together. Give greatest priority to the tenderness, gentleness, and kindness that your connection deserves. When frustration, difficulty, and fear assail your relationship, as they treat in all relationships said. On team or another, remember to focus on what is right between you, not on what the part which seems wrong. In this way, you can rid out the storms. When clouds shed the faith of the sun in your lives, remembering that even if you lost sight of it for a moment, the sun is still there. And if each of you takes responsibility for the quality of your life to differ, abundance and delight will mark it. Do you, Jonathan, take to be here with it a little for after the certainty and holy state of matrimony? Will you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health, for sure or poor, for better or worse, is and send in joy? Will you cherish and continually give upon your heart's deepest devotion? Will you forsake all affairs, and keep yourself unwilling to her as long as you both shall love? Jonathan, nervously said. I do, and I will. When Enoch continued, do ye take Jonathan to be your husband to live it with her after the certainty and holy state of matrimony? Will you love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, for richer or poorer, for better or worse, in sadness and in joy? Will you cherish and continually give upon him your heart's deepest devotion? Will you forsake all offers and keep yourself unwilling to him as long as you both shall love? Just said with tears streaming down her face, Dido, and you will. When Enoch passed, what token of your love do you offer? Elijah and Jum stepped up and gave when Enoch the rings. Loving at Jonathan, he continued, while you place the rings in my hand. Jonathan began to tear up as when Enoch continued, we both the rings as the symbol of this affectionate unity. This two loves are now joined in on one broken circle. Wherever they go, may they always return to one another. May this two fade in each other to love, for which all men and women yearn for. May they grow in understanding and come to some. May the home with the established dog for be such a place that many seek. Plus entering sun each other's fingers. When Enoch placed Abraham behind him, as Sabbath has chosen you both to do his will, from this day forward, Jonathan, ye shall be called all dead, which means wolf. Tears ran down Jonathan's eyes. As when Enoch turned them around, he said, Job this Brom as husband and wife. Jonathan and Jehoshaphat hands and jumped the Brom. When Enoch said, Ye are in husband and wife, ye make us the bread. As they kissed, the interior na. Slowed up and cheered. They celebrated the holiday with a feast. When Enoch sat at the table and tapping his feet to the music, thought about none at the first saw Jonathan in their journey into now. A smile came across his face watching that one was dancing lighted her, and he said to himself, Music is like a woman. He took off his notebook and brought. Music is like a woman, it'll make you do things that you never did. I'm talking to all men, not just a chess and feel. Music, it'll make you say things you mean to say. Do things you're supposed to do, it won't let you lie. Believe me, it'll even make you cry. You'll be surprised what you'll do when you listen to music. Now, look into a woman's eyes. Music is like a woman. Spend years of buying things you can't afford, spending money you don't have. But you won't care. 'Cause in your mind, her love is what you want to find. It'll always be her. The body of music is worth every penny. Music is a beautiful thing. Sent from above, it'll make you up for love. It'll make you sing. And woman will make you do the same thing too. A woman with music in her mind will stop them. Believe him, eternity will unfold, and love will begin. So, grab hold, and listen cause love has no one. So, if that perfect woman is for you, face is what it shall do. No matter how strong you think you are, no matter how much pride is in your ears, she'll live and make you say, you do and you will surely be surprised. Cause she can just look into her eyes. Brothers, message is like a woman. Tell her what, only when a man is lonely. Often, have you wondered, when does a boy becomes a man? Is it with age? No way. Is it by seeing death? Made. Sometimes, about this. But for some, you have heard him say, only when a man is lonely. Does a boy becomes a man? First, disrespect is his answer to so many problems. Then trying to cope by easing up, trying to solve them. Tending his problems are gone, given open hope. Onset loneliness kicks in, understanding slowly slips in. Followed by knowledge. Not education, but knowledge. Then the final solution, the conclusion, wisdom. Upon seeming, and to your surprise, your limitations are beyond his keys. That's when a boy becomes a man. Try it, if you can. No you know, but do you understand? Are you a boy, or are you a man? Only when a man is lonely, does he have a timid fig. So, he corrects himself, he can't correct anyone else. A boy doesn't fake, just acts. That's a known fact. They don't understand, they're kill. Life is no concern, with lust, they burn. Life to him is just having fun. Only when a man is lonely, does a man become a man. Listen, let me make something perfectly clear. Come closer, let me have your ears. When the word man appears, it speaks to both man and woman. For a man comes from a woman. The woman is made by man. Do you understand? Both have to reach the same goals in order to grow. Didn't you know? I thought you got from above. Tell me and only. A boy becomes a man, he said. Only when a man is lonely.